Hi guys, welcome to my first video for my YouTube channel. So I decided to start this channel because we have issues. We've got life issues, we've got work issues, we've got relationship issues. But how we deal with the issue is different from person to person. And for me as a person, I like to find answers through divine source or spiritual to a higher level. So in today's world, we're so busy. So anything comes up, we try to find answers without through facts, through figures, through what this person says, what that person says. But we forget about looking within, seeing why is this happening, reflecting, thinking about it. We just react. We don't think over it. So I thought maybe I can use my experience, my knowledge, my connection with the divine to help my friends and help anyone who needs to find some answers in a broader way, in a way connecting to the universe and finding the problems easier or solving your issues rather than just running around hitting your head on the wall trying to understand the facts and figures. So being my first video, I did not actually have a good question. So I thought I'll address the common issues that I'm seeing around me these days a lot, which is I hear from a lot of my friends who are having issues with their partners because they don't have time, or they're not ready to go shopping with them, or they don't want to watch the same game, be home chilling when they want to be out shopping. And this is also one of my most favorite topics. I say love, so I'll talk about love and how we have confused love with attachment, and that is one of the biggest reason I think people find it hard to connect with their partners. Okay, so I decided to read this phrase from one of my very favorite books called The Power. And this topic is the power and relationships. It talks about love as freedom. Love means freedom. Okay, so this says, trying to change another person is not giving love. Thinking you know what is best for another person is not giving love. Thinking you are right and another person is wrong is not giving love. Criticizing, blaming, complaining, nagging, or finding fault with another person is not giving love. Okay, let that sink in. Right. So what it simply means is it's trying to explain how love is not attachment. And when we talk about love and attachment, it's a very, very different from one another. So as it says at the start, trying to change another person is not giving love. And I think that's the biggest mistake we do the moment we step into a relationship. We forget that we are individuals. We have our own purpose, our own goals, our own path. Because you're together, you're just working together to help each other grow. Not that you now want this fluff of, I don't know, two soul, one body, two soul, I don't know, whatever it is. It's bullshit. It's not the truth. You are two individuals, you have different goals, your life is very different from the other person. You're together so that you can help each other. You are a partner. You're not the person. Again, you are a partner. You're not the person. So it is very important to understand, even if you go in a relationship, you have a choice. You have a freedom to do whatever you like, whatever your partner likes. It is about respecting one another, respecting the differences. You might want to go out and chill. The person doesn't want to go out and chill, which is fine. And why this actually happens is because once you go into a relationship, first, before going into a relationship, you meet a person, you have this already created image in your head about I want a partner like this, duck, duck, duck. Alright, this person is good looking, person has a good job or takes care of me. Alright, we'll go in a relationship. So that is all outside, what you see. If you don't spend a lot of time to understand the person from within, who that person is, what does he like or she likes, how would she like to spend most of the time. But because you're in a relationship, you have to go on the coffee with the same person, you have to go on a date with the same person, you have to dance with the person, has to know if you like dancing, you love dogs, you have to love dogs. You just put so much pressure. And during that time, one person just loses his or her own identity, where the problem is. And that's where you start getting differences in between. Oh, I want to go on the beach. My partner doesn't like going on the beach. Oh, what nonsense. Oh, I want to go for a coffee. He doesn't want to go for a coffee. He wants to go out, maybe watch cricket with his mates. Well, that's another issue. We don't have that balance. Because just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you have to be together 24/7. Doesn't mean you have to get a good morning text or good night text. Doesn't mean you have to see each other every day. You don't own the person. You have to understand the balance. You're there for one another, supporting one another. You're like a partner. You don't become the person. And let me bring that up again. Thinking you know what is the best for another person is not giving love. And this happens when you go in a relationship. Oh, he dresses really nice, or he's got beautiful eyes, or something. And then you start, when you go into a relationship, you see more, you understand things deeper than what you just saw in 1 date, 2 dates, or 3 dates. And then you start, oh no, this is not what I asked for. He's not always that good looking. He doesn't always eat with fork and knife. He doesn't always wear clean dress or whatever. And then you start to complain because that is what you expected. Now you're not getting what you expected. And then you think, okay, I know the best for this person. Do this, do that. How? Possibly, how can you know the best for the another person? You've not lived his or her experiences. You've not been through the things, good and bad, that he or she has been. You could just suggest. You are outside that circle. You see that person and you say, this is right or wrong, this is good or bad. But you need to give space. You need to know the line where you're trying to go so deep. You're trying to be, of course you love and care for your partner. That is why you're worried and you want to tell them do this or don't do that, which is fine. But expecting them to change is what is causing the issue. You cannot expect the person to change just because that's what you thought he or she is like before going into a relationship. And then there's where criticizing, blaming, complaining, nagging comes in. Because now you want the person all for yourself. You don't have friends. You don't go see your mom. You don't go out with mates. Why? Why not? And the basic reason is because we have not grown as an individual ourselves. Well, that's a different topic. I can talk about it a lot. Why is your partner complaining? Why is your partner always nagging? Because they have not grown as a person themselves. And it all comes down to your self-worth. It comes down to who you are as an individual. If you've grown enough as an individual before growing together in a relationship. But we can leave that for another day, another topic. But end note is basically understanding that you don't own another person. You could be a partner, but you cannot be the person. They have the right to be away for a while. They have the right not to be with you all the time. They have the right not to like the sport you like. They have the right to not have the same food taste. They have the right to spend time out with their friends or girlfriends and do whatever they like. I think I'll leave it on this note. If you have any questions regarding this, if you want any queries, just write in the comment below. I'll try to address as many questions as I can. Feel free to share with anyone whom you think can learn from this or needs to listen to this. Let me know what you think. Bye.